Not so long ago, Marco Reus was the future of football. He seemed like he would redefine what a good player was and lead German football to absolute greatness. He was insanely fast, could dribble, able to use both feet, had wonderful vision and an eye for goal. But right now, Reus is 33 years old and has only won one major trophy, a far cry from his true potential. But Marco's struggles have been evident right from his younger days. Born in Dortmund, Germany, needless to say, Reus was a die-hard Dortmund fan. He joined their academy at 7 years of age. But even at such a tender age, he had only one thing on his mind, playing for the first team. And every day for the next 10 years, he would train with the same goal in his mind. But then, in 2006, Dortmund's staff would describe him as too thin to make it as a player in the club. And just like that, he was released. Shattered and broken, he had to pick himself up, a skill he would find later very useful in his career. But in the meantime, Marco joined the youth team of Rot-Weiss Aalen, a third division team. And just a year later, he was promoted the first team. And in just his first season in the senior team, he saw them promoted to the second division of German football. The boy had talent for sure, but it was his incredible work ethic that was really phenomenal. So phenomenal in 2009, he would be transferred to Borussia Mönchengladbach in the top division of German football, where after just a few appearances, he scored an impressive solo goal from 50 yards. To say, boy was fantastic, would be an understatement. His passing, ability to use both feet, dribbling, eye for goal, was breathtaking. By 2012, the boy had offers from almost all the top clubs in the world, not to mention winning the Bundesliga Player of the Year, but ever loyal, he chose his boyhood club, Borussia Dortmund, which was actually a logical decision at the time. Dortmund were on top form building up to the transfer, winning the 2012 Bundesliga title. Jurgen Klopp's men were in top contention as one of the best clubs at the time, and Marco Reus looked like their final piece in the puzzle to win the big one, the Champions League. In his first appearance for Dortmund, he would score his first goal for the club and would go on score an amazing 19 goals, bagging 16 assists in process as Dortmund reached the Champions League final. But unfortunately, they lost to Bayern, who would go on to win the treble that season. The next season was equally mesmerizing. Though winning a minor trophy, the DFL Super Cup, Reus would score 23 goals and 18 assists. And even with Bayern once again winning the league and Dortmund losing in the semi-finals of the Champions League, it was enough for Reus to be awarded the German Player of the Year. And then came the 2014 World Cup. After missing the 2010 World Cup due to injuries, he was determined to make his mark on the 2014 World Cup, and that was evident in the qualifying stages. He scored 5 goals and 3 assists in 6 games, and was the best player leading Germany into the World Cup. However, after securing their qualification in a warm-up match, Reus was injured, and just 10 hours to the World Cup, he was dropped from the squad. Germany went on to incredibly win the tournament, and when Götze struck the final blow to seal the deal, he dedicated the goal to Reus. Anyways, after an excruciating time watching the cup from home, he returned to the Bundesliga. Despite putting in incredible individual performances between 2014 to 2016, Reus would experience 14 different injuries. How this man was still able to walk is a miracle. However, towards the 2016 Euros, he would once again be listed in the German squad, but a few weeks to the tournament, he would be injured for the 15th time, thereby missing the tournament. With Dortmund, Reus was yet to win major trophies since joining. However, despite still going back and forth with injuries, he would lead them to the 2017 DFB Pokal trophy, even though he got injured in the first half of the match. Needless to say, injuries had a thing for Reus, although it kinda gave him a break and let him go for the 2018 World Cup, where despite Germany massively underperforming, Reus was awarded the best player in the national team. That season at Dortmund, he was made club captain, a season where he would score 21 goals and 14 assists in 37 appearances. Enough to see him once again be awarded the Bundesliga Player of the Year award. Now aged 33, despite still being an elite player when he is not injured, he is yet to win Bundesliga title, Champions League title, and is now further away from the Ballon d'Or podium, a level he had everything to be at. But to his credit, he has bounced back from every injury. Most players who have experienced just half of what Reus experienced can't seem to perform at such a high level anymore. But we can only imagine. What if he had been more lucky? Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.